Disturbing facts that will ruin your day. If you live to become the oldest person alive, the entire human population will be replaced in your lifetime. Except you. Butterflies have been known to drink blood. Thanks to pregnancy, the average number of skeletons in a human body is greater than 1. Cannibalism is common in hamsters. People who freeze to death are sometimes found naked because as their body heat gets dangerously low, they get the sensation that they are burning hot. Your belly button is just your old mouth. You pass the anniversary of your death every year. Moths will vibrate their genitals as a way to prevent bats from finding them. Follow for more facts. Movie mistakes you probably missed. In Hitch, Will Smith's character has an allergic reaction to one side of his face, but later in the movie, it's on the other side of his face. In Soul Surfer, they wrapped green tape around Anna Sophia Robb's arm in order to digitally remove it from the movie, but in the trailer, they forgot to edit it out. In Dirty Dancing, when Johnny is driving, you can actually look closely and see that the car is still in park based on the gear shift. In Avatar, the Na'vi are 10 feet tall, but near the end of the movie, Jake's hand perfectly cusps around Neytiri's face when it should be disproportionately much larger. In Frozen, Elsa's hair magically shifts through her shoulder while she's singing Let It Go. In She's All That, Taylor gets a heart tattoo on her left shoulder, but when she goes to prom later in the movie, it's gone. In Braveheart, you can see in the very bottom corner that there's a white van in the background, which obviously should not be there since it takes place in the 13th century. In Willy Wonka, the Candyman smacks this little girl in the face when he's lifting up the counter. Follow me for more movie mistakes and facts. Crazy coincidences that you will not believe are true. In 2010, a 13-year-old British teenager was struck by lightning at 1313 on Friday the 13th. He was in a crowd at an air show with over 150,000 people. This pair of twins were separated at birth, but at their adoptions were both named James. Both of them married women named Linda. Each of them had one son, one of them named James Allen and the other named James Allen. They both had a dog named Toy. Finally, both brothers got divorced, and then both married a woman named Betty? A 10-year-old girl named Laura Buxton sent a balloon off into the sky with her full name and address. The balloon floated 140 miles until it landed in the backyard of another Laura Buxton, who was a 10-year-old girl. The girls were the same height, they had the same brown hair, and they both had 3-year-old golden retrievers at home. This is them, and they're actually friends today. A man was in Hiroshima when the first atomic bomb dropped. He was severely burned, but he still reported to work 3 days later in Nagasaki. Just as he was describing the bomb to his boss, the second bomb dropped. This time, he did not get injured. Follow for more crazy coincidences. Incredible treasures that were found by accident. A man in Michigan that had a 22-pound rock that he was using as a door stopper for over 30 years found out that it was actually a meteorite and it was worth $100,000. A woman was shocked to find out that one of her longtime possessions was actually a 13th century masterpiece. It was called Christ Mocked, and it was worth over $4 million. The owner of this 19th century painting paid next to nothing for this at a garage sale. He found out about its true value by playing this board game, and he was later paid $1.25 million. A man found this violin in the trash in 2013, and it just happened to be made by one of the most famous violin makers in the world from Italy, and he got paid $50,000 for it. Follow me for more crazy facts. Disturbing facts about Disney that will leave you shocked. In the 1930s, Disney would reject women as animators because of their gender. It says right there, women do not do any of the creative work in connection with preparing the cartoons for the screen, as that work is performed entirely by young men. For this reason, girls are not considered for the training school. Disney once tried to sue a daycare for painting Mickey Mouse and other characters on their wall. Not only did Universal respond by saying that they had permission to paint their characters, but they sent an entire team of their artists to paint over the Disney paintings. In Beauty and the Beast, the servants had been all enchanted to become household items. But then when you enter the Forbidden West Wing, you see a bunch of shattered household objects. The only logical conclusion is that these are all dead servants that the Beast killed in a fit of rage. Legend says Walt Disney's last words were Kurt Russell on a piece of paper. Kurt Russell was a child actor at the time at Disney, and we will probably never know exactly why he said that. That is the corpse of Clayton the villain in Tarzan after he cuts all the vines that were entangling him except the one that was around his neck. Follow for more disturbing facts. Disturbing facts that will ruin your day. In the 1950s, a massive 7,500-pound at-the-ready nuclear bomb was lost off the coast of Georgia near Savannah, right there. It has never been found. Anthrax can be buried for hundreds of years and then reinfect people when the soil is disturbed. Hearing is the last sense to fade away before you die. Some forms of anesthesia does not numb the pain, it just makes you forget that you felt it. When America was testing the first nuclear bombs, they had not finalized the math on whether or not a nuclear explosion would cause an ongoing reaction with the atmosphere, potentially igniting and eradicating the Earth. There were once sea scorpions the size of a great white shark. Nearly everything that we can measure on Earth is contaminated with particles of microplastic. The survival rate of someone who experiences cardiac arrest outside of a hospital is 1 in 10. Follow for more disturbing facts. Crazy coincidences that you will not believe are true. Violet Jessup was a ship nurse on the three sister ships, the Titanic, Britannic, and Olympic. She was on board when the Olympic collided with a warship and almost sank, when the Titanic hit an iceberg and sank, and when the Britannic hit an underwater mine and also sank. She survived all three. In 2016, a woman bought a $10 scratcher ticket in order to show her husband how much of a waste of money lottery tickets are. Her ticket ended up being worth $1 million. World War I began with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. The license plate of the car he was in said A111118. World War I ended on 11/11/18. The last person who died constructing the Hoover Dam was the son of the first person who died constructing the Hoover Dam. The creepy part is they both died on December 20th in different years. Follow for more crazy coincidences. Things you should know about your dog. Your dog can learn more than 1,000 words. Your dog curls up super cute like this due to a biological instinct to protect their vital organs and to keep themselves warm. When your dog tilts their head like this when they hear something, it means they don't know where the sound is coming from and they're trying to find the source. Your dog's nose is the only one in existence. It's kind of like our fingerprints. Your dog dreams just like you do, imagining familiar activities like playing outside, eating food, or just you. Your dog is left or right pawed, just like we are left or right-handed. Obesity is the #1 health problem in dogs, so you need to make sure that you're giving them plenty of exercise and mental stimulation every single day. Follow for more dog facts. But also, if you like this shirt or any of these shirts, you can get it at my store that I've been running for a couple of years called Tiny Crumble, that I've named after my dog Crumble because he's tiny. You can find it by clicking this link in my bio. Anything you buy helps support these videos, and I very much appreciate it. Follow for more dog facts.